Ian, written by Andrew Cahill-Lloyd. Newcastle High School, New South Wales, Australia. Flashback, 2006. Interior Principal's Office, morning. Ian Chase, 14, is a troubled teen with a dark personality. He is small for his age. His mother, Daphne Chase, is a very dowdy, overweight woman with a fearful disposition. They're meeting with Principal Henry North. Henry is 40s, slim, well-dressed, confident.
Ian is a constant disruption. I'm not sure there is a child left in the school he hasn't beaten up. Is everything okay at home?
Everything is fine. It's just growing pains. We have a happy, loving home.
Ian smacks himself on the side of the head. He holds the palm of his hand to cradle his head as if he has a migraine headache. Ian stands up and starts pacing. He smacks the side of his head again and explodes into a verbal tirade. He stops and starts, gathering his thoughts.
How the fuck can you sit there and say that with a straight face, you stupid fucking mole? You taking one too many blows to the fucking head? I swear to you, Mr. Principal, he comes home fucking legless around 2 a.m., usually smelling like someone else's cologne. The usual pattern is he beats her senseless while she screams her tits off. Then he comes into my room and fucks me senseless. I've learned to stay quiet, because otherwise he punches the shit out of me as well. She never reports him. She just lets it continue. World War III doesn't even begin to describe it, but she says it's all pretty flowers and puppies, rainbows and lollipops. I live in a Disney movie. Yeah, that's it, a fucking Disney movie. A loving home. Fuck me!
The principal has a stunned look on his face. Daphne is crying uncontrollably. Ian smacks himself on the side of the head. North stands up and walks around the desk. He touches Ian's shoulder. Ian pulls away violently. Ian lifts his fists.
Don't.
North pulls back.
Ian, try to calm down. I can help you. We can get child services involved.
Daphne stops crying. She doesn't utter a word.
Well, Mum, can we get some help?
She sits in silence.
Mum?
You don't know what he's like. He will kill me.
Ian lets out a visceral moan. He slaps the side of his head. He explodes a second time. He stops and starts gathering his thoughts.
You know what? I can't give a fuck anymore. Don't bother suspending me, because I won't be back. Might find a hole to crawl into and just start poking the world with a big stick. Maybe the rest of the world might pay me what you lot owe me. I can barely tolerate humans anymore. Fuck this and fuck that. You better call an ambulance for this stupid mole, because she's gonna need happy pills to stop her passing out. And she's in no state to drive. With the prescription meds she's on, she never is.
He holds his palm to his head.
Fuck! Thanks for nothing, Mommy. As of now, your son's dead. Tell Micro Dick he's going to have to fuck himself from now on. And in the words of a great philosopher, me, you can all get fucked!
Ian storms out of the room. Daphne hangs her head and cries again. North watches him go, looking stunned. Interior, Chase home, night, 1 a.m. Ian arrives home. The house is dark. He locks the front door. He calls out to his mother.
Mom?
There's no response. He walks to her bedroom. Interior, Chase home, mother's bedroom, night. The room is lit up with the glow of a streetlight. She's lying on her back. There's an empty temazepam bottle under her elbow. Ian holds his palm to his head. He smacks his head. Ian takes his mother's hand and she looks at him, pleading.
Oh, Mother, what have you done? Couldn't even get that right, you stupid mole. Don't worry, Jafar will be home soon.
Ian walks out on his mother and heads to his bed. Interior, Chase home, Ian's bedroom, night, an hour later. A child's nightlight is seen on the bedside table. The room is lit by its strange green glow. Ian cannot sleep because of the impending storm. He watches the time change over to 2 a.m. Exterior, Chase home, front door, night, 2 a.m. Monty Chase, 40s, very tall and solid, a big bear of a man, angry drunk. A key is heard rattling in the lock.
Jesus fucking Christ. How many times have I got to tell that little prick to leave the fucking door unlocked?
The door opens and slams into the wall. Monty walks straight into Ian's room. Interior chase home, Ian's bedroom, night.
You smell as delightful as you usually do. Oh, to alcohol. Best stench ever.
Monty kicks his shoes off and removes his trousers.
The last thing you need to be right now is a smartass, you horrendous little shit stain. After your effort at the school today, you're gonna pay big time. How dare you tell the principal that I rape you?
You fucking do.
He doesn't need to know that.
I don't care how, but one way or another, this shit stops tonight.
Stand up. Take your undies off.
No.
Monty leans forward and removes them.
Daddy wants a good look at what you got. Now that's growing nicely. That looks better than what I just had behind the pub.
Was he a micro dick too?
Pull the horns in.
Monty rocks like he's going to fall over. He closes his eyes to refocus.
Maybe you'd like to finish what Blondie in the alley started and give Daddy a good hard...
I'll pass on that, Father.
Monty moves towards Ian with a look of anger in his eyes.
Had your chance.
Monty slaps Ian across the face. Ian tries to escape his father, but Monty grabs him by the hair.
You ain't going anywhere, you little bitch.
Ian cries out.
Go, fuckhead!
Monty tries to kiss Ian, and Ian squeezes his father's testicles.
Let go, you little arsehole.
Monty lifts Ian into the air by the throat. Ian goes limp like a rag doll. Monty drops him onto the bed. Ian grabs a breath while he can. Monty punches Ian in the face, breaking his jaw. He's knocked out. His body lands in a seated position, head forward. He falls into the bed on his side. Monty drags Ian across the bed towards him. Interior chase home, Ian's bedroom, night, 4 a.m. Ian wakes up in his bed on a blood-soaked mattress. He tries to move and cries out in pain, lifting his bottom off the bed. He lays there for a few minutes, gathering his head. Monty is passed out on the floor. He steps over him. He grabs his school bag, fills it with his clothes. Monty grabs his leg as he steps back over him.
Where are you going?
He passes out and snores heavily. Interior chase home, shower, night. Ian showers. He can see blood washing down the drain. He winces as he washes his bottom. Interior chase home, mother's bedroom, night. He tries to wake his mother up, but she's unresponsive. She is breathing. He searches her bedside table for a female sanitary pad and places it in his shorts. He stands over her.
Enjoy the smoke, Mummy.
Interior chase home, garden shed, night. He goes to the shed and grabs the mower fuel and returns to the house. His father always kept a chemical mask in the shed. He puts it on. Interior chase home, Ian's bedroom, night. He pours petrol through the house. He enters his bedroom and pours petrol directly over his father's body.
Daddy. Daddy.
Monty stirs.
Daddy. Daddy.
What's that smell?
Ian removes the mask briefly.
Daddy, I thought we might try something new and kinky.
What did you have in mind?
He replaces the mask. Ian urinates over his father's chest and belly. Monty passes out. Interior chase home, kitchen, night. Ian grabs a bottle from the kitchen and a rag to make a Molotov cocktail. He turns on the gas to the stovetop. Interior chase home, mother's bedroom, night. Leaving the fuel can open in the middle of his mother's room, he leaves the house. She moans. He pauses to look at her. She is conscious. He can see the fear in her eyes. Exterior chase home, Ian's bedroom, window, night. He removes the mask and uses it to smash his bedroom window. He lights the Molotov cocktail and throws it through his bedroom window, lighting the fuel. His father's body bursts into flames. Monty can be seen trying to stand. Monty collapses. Ian crosses the street to the park. Sitting on a swing, he watches the house. Exterior park, opposite chase home, night. The house explodes. Debris is thrown onto nearby houses.
Dear Mummy and Daddy, I love you so much. I hope you rot in hell, you pair of cunts.
He can hear the sirens closing in. Ian smacks himself on the side of the head. He talks to himself as if he's two people.
Good job, babe. I think it's time to go. Agreed. Let's go.
He cradles the side of his head. Exterior mansion pool cabana, night. Ian, now early 20s, is having a joint with Judge Xavier Jude. Ian has beefed up with a very muscular body. He's become the mountain of a man his father was. The weak boy he was has gone.
You seem more tense than usual.
He won't let me have those two boys. He says he's keeping them for himself. They're mine.
His childhood tics are clear as he touches his palm to his head.
They are for everyone to share, you know that.
Tell him that. I'm going to take them anyway, so it might be best if he hands them over. He forgets I know where the bodies are buried, because I buried the fucking things myself.
Yeah, no can do.
The last time someone said no to me, I filled him full of coke and raped his fat arse and then beat his head in with a rock.
Dial it back, my psychotic friend.
I'll just hang around the house and look for a way in.
You're not listening. If anything happens to him or those boys, I'll have you in Silverwater jail so fast your head will spin right fucking off. I'll make sure you get the biggest, meanest cellmate money can buy.
He grabs Ian by the hair and pulls his face to him.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Daddy.
Ian repeatedly smacks his head. Fade out.